Hello, everybody. My name is Christian Buckley. It is 11:45 a.m. on Tuesday, March 8th, 2022. Year of our Lord. Tomorrow is the March 9th, and PlayStation claimed the day earlier this morning because they announced on Twitter that tomorrow, March 9th, there will be a state of play. So we're talking about it today here because I have some things I want to put out there before the presentation. Earlier this morning, they tweeted the following. State of Play returns this Wednesday, March 9th. Tune in at 2 p.m. Pacific time for about 20 minutes of PS4 and PS5 first looks and updates with a special focus on games coming from our Japan publishers. Full details, links to the PlayStation blog. The tweet thread continues with note. There will be no updates on PlayStation VR 2 titles or hardware in this broadcast. Cool. Glad they're focusing on Japan. Good to see that, Sony. There is a chance, and they did say we would see games from other worldwide publishers. I think there's a chance, if we do see a first-party thing here, it would be God of War Ragnarok. Nothing else. I don't think we're getting new bombs. I don't think we're getting any new hype announcements. I mean, like a Ragnarok date would be a hype announcement, but even that, I think we'll probably get a window. I think that could be the one more thing. Here's Ragnarok coming to PS4 and PS5 this holiday. I think there's a fair shot that we see that. Am I going to bank on that? Maybe not. But I think because specifically they're highlighting Japan in this talk up, right? In this hype up announcement thread. And also, God of War would be in that PSVR 2. We're not talking about this to set expectations, I think. So there's a shot. But because, like I said, Japan, I think the focus will probably be Final Fantasy 16. Square Enix, last we heard, said that in spring of this year, we'd be getting our next update on 16. Considering it's going to be a big title for PlayStation, I don't see a place it would show up this spring before E3. And I know we still got like a week or so before spring actually hits. But like, we can fudge some dates. The Groundhog saw something, didn't he? Like, we can do something. So 16, I think, gets a major share of the pie that is the runtime of this 20-minute state of play. Which is awesome. I'm excited for that game. Very interested to see the direction they're going. Very eager to see an update. Do I think it's going to release this year? That's a different question. No, especially because Forspoken just got delayed to October, and that is another Square Enix Japan published and developed game. And I don't think they step on the toes of their Japanese releases. So I think that's safe to say 16 is not hitting this year. My dark horse, my wild prediction is that 16 will also be announced to be a PS4 game. Because that looked like a game we could play when we saw it. That thing looked done. But yeah, that's what I am expecting the majority of this presentation to be tomorrow. Final Fantasy 16. Which, hey, that's a win. That's a W. God of War, like I said, could probably show up. But the reason I'm leaning no is because 16 is a one more thing caliber thing. And we've seen that for the big bombs, PlayStation likes to save those for their showcases, the PlayStation showcases. This is a state of play. I think there's a difference there where we know we're going to get narration, we're going to get video packages, we're going to get the slideshow thing of like title to title to title. That is not high budget live action intro 80-90 minute presentation that we get in the summertime. But God of War is their next big game. So like, I don't know. I think if it does show up, I'm not going to be surprised. But I think the buck stops there. I don't think we're going to see Last of Us Factions. I don't think we're going to see a remaster of the first game. I don't think we're going to see Sly Cooper. Spartacus is rumored. If you're not familiar, Spartacus is their Game Pass competitor. It's like Switch Online. Like, you're paying higher tiers to have access to their back catalog, essentially, and some PS4 games. So that I could see be a blog post. I could see that be an entirely separate video just to explain it thoroughly. If they throw that in a state of play, though, again, like I said, with God of War, I'm not going to be surprised. But there's probably more efficient ways to show that, because I imagine that would probably take like 3 minutes at the minimum. Uh, but yeah, I'm interested to see what Spartacus is. I'm probably going to subscribe so I can get PS2 games. So that there's a chance that's here. Sly Cooper and Infamous have been in the rumors lately. As much as I would love that, Sucker Punch is like my favorite PlayStation studio. I don't see that happening here either. And I know I'm shooting down a lot of hope, but like they made it very clear. Japanese publishers, Japanese partners with some other stuff. So what that tells me is 20 minutes of Final Fantasy 16. We know Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is coming up. Persona 4 Golden is rumored to be a pre-order bonus, so Persona 4 on consoles announced here, maybe shadow dropped. I don't know. Stranger Paradise is out very soon. I could see that show up here. I think there's a lot. Kingdom Hearts Anniversary is coming up. New game. Maybe that's saved for the anniversary event, but like, I don't know. I think you could easily fill 20 minutes. The Pixel remasters, they're all out now. People thought that was going to be the thing that had to happen to get them on consoles. So I really think you could easily fill 20 minutes with third-party partners and publisher stuff. That includes Gotham Knights, which is rumored to be getting something soon. I think Gotham Knights was at a PlayStation event in the past. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. The one thing I could see out of the one remaining Japanese PlayStation studio, Astrobot. Astrobot, a new full-fledged Astrobot game, because as much as I think Astrobot Rescue Mission is the superior, best Astrobot experience that I've had, because I have tried Playroom, I don't think they would only make it a VR title moving forward. I know they shot down PlayStation VR titles, but like the rumor, and I know Kevin Diaz of the Joyclicks Gamescast and PlayStation Sources talked about this a lot, is that PlayStation currently is trying to position their VR titles to be like Resident Evil 7, where you don't need VR to experience them. And I think an Astrobot game, while designed for VR, is probably the best way to do it. You can easily make it for both. So maybe we get an Astrobot sequel. Maybe that's here. And maybe they sneak that in there as a VR title. I don't know. But this is something I'll be watching. I'm imagining Kevin's going to be reacting to it on PlayStation Source, so I'll link to the channel in the description here if you want to tune in with him and watch it, which I recommend. He usually makes them a big event. But yeah, sorry to shoot down so much hype, but I want Sly Cooper more than anything. I want Sly Cooper to be here. I want Infamous to be here. I want their subscription service to be here. I want to see a date for God of War. But Final Fantasy 16 is a big enough thing that they don't have to do anything else I just said, I think. So that's what we're getting into. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know if I'm off base. Let me know your wild predictions. For me, it is Sly Cooper. At least the collection. Come on, man. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to go see Batman and then play some Elden Ring. Hope y'all enjoy. Stay safe. And enjoy the show tomorrow.